Hi there, I'm Mike Larson, Editor-in-Chief with MoneyShow, and I'm coming to you from the Las Vegas MoneyShow Traders Expo. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Wieland Arlt, President of IFTA and a professional trader. Wieland, welcome.
Mike, I'm so happy to be here in Las Vegas at MoneyShow and meeting all the wonderful people from Las Vegas and around.
Excellent, excellent. I know it's been a very big crowd. I've certainly seen your events were very full, which we're happy to see. Why don't you talk a little bit about your background and what it is that you were talking about here at the event?
Well, first of all, we had this wonderful book signing, and this was about the book about risk and money management, and people really were loving it. Why? Because they're taking over too much risk and have too little profits. And maybe we can reverse it and make it better this way. So that's number one. And number two, I deliver one of my favorite strategies later on, and I'm really sure that people will love it too, as they always do, and I can help them with them too.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your methodology. I mean, you've been trading for many, many years, honed your techniques on. How are you trading this market, and what are you telling the people that come to your events?
Well, right now we have like a really bull run. Everybody's going crazy no matter what. Buys a dip. It's not working anymore because there's no dip at all. But these times will change. And the question is, how can I really identify a situation where direction changes, where market reverses, all risk correct? And my favorite strategy is about exactly this, just finding the moment where everything is overstretched and about to reverse.
Okay. And so when it comes to identifying those points, what sort of tools and tactics do you use?
Well, these points are very easily to identify. I use the Bollinger Bands. I'm very, very grateful for these bands. Thanks, John, by the way. Because they show in a very perfect way when the market is about to expand in a way which is not really normal. Yes. That's because of the standard deviation. And then I use candlesticks to identify the reversal point that what I'm waiting for already is going on. So that's basically it.
Okay. And what markets do you trade or like to trade most? Is it purely stocks? Are you involved in futures, other things like that?
Well, most of the time, as I'm mostly day trading, I go into futures. When I go to swing trades, I'm looking for proper setups in stocks, also indices, and also forex. So basically all the markets which are available.
Excellent. Now, when you're leading your classes, you're leading your sessions, what kind of questions are you getting from the people who follow you? I mean, what are they saying and asking you about in this market?
Yeah, well, it's not just about the market. It's also about, how to be a trader and how to become a very successful trader. And people sometimes mistake it a bit as they feel like, I'm going to go to this course, I have this weekend class, and then I'm good to go. Unfortunately, that's not real. And it's not, there's no job or occupation you can do within a weekend. Yeah. So therefore, people mistaken it a bit, and sometimes they're not really happy to hear the truth about it, but if they are constantly learning, they can make it really quick anyway.
Now talk a little bit about the book that you signed here. What is the title? If somebody wants to find out, know about what they learned in that book, what is that?
Well, the book is about risk and money management for day and swing trading. And I cover like two very, very important aspects of trading. First is how to limit your risk with a single position, but also in total. And people always get this wrong as they say, maybe I risk at $100, $500, $1,000 per trade, but then they don't know how much can you buy for it, So position size is the key. And also there's a psychological aspect about it. And that one is even more important than the monetary sector, because you always need to be able to act. And this is earlier that you're on a psychological basis, not able to act, than from the financial. So you're mad, then you're broke, put it this way.
Understood. So when you look at this market compared to others that you've traded over the years, do you think it's a market that offers a lot more opportunities, not as much? Is it more difficult, less difficult? I'm curious how you characterize the market overall.
Oh, man, Mike, these are crazy. Crazy in all terms, because what do we need as traders? We need swings, right? So we need some reverses, we need some lows, we need some highs, we need something what we can look at, feel like, I have a strategy for it. But right now, if you haven't bought years before, you're out. Because you cannot even get in after a correction because there's none. So you have to go down and down and down a time phrase until you end up in a minute chart.
Yeah.
And that's not the idea, right?
Sure. Well, any last tips as we wrap up here? Last tips for people watching this if they want to be more successful? Of course, other than reading your book, what kinds of advice would you give them in this?
Well, number one, don't be greedy. Take care of your risk. You don't get rich by trading in a minute, in a day, in a week. It takes years. And it's not about getting rich. It's about making money on a constant basis. If you do this, you're already rich. But you get it like in little chunks, you know.
Yeah.
So that's basically the most important advice I have.
Excellent. Well, Wieland, thank you so much for taking some time out here.
Pleasure.
It's a busy event.
Thank you so
Congratulations on all the success you're having.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's my pleasure, and thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you.